Coronavirus, COVID-19, the Rona, whatever you want to call it, is really unprecedented in our lifetimes. And it's still an evolving and fluid situation. And for the NFL specifically, how it's going to affect the season, still going to be really TBD, right? And with all the policies and procedures that the NFL is going to put in place, starting to round into form with the NFL return to the field, you have to wonder how it's going to impact teams. And of course, let's break it down micro even, what's going to happen with the Minnesota Vikings, right? Beyond the fans in the stands, all that other stuff, what about the actual players and coaches? Well, could get kind of dicey, right? So we've been harping on the backup quarterback position over and over and over, saying that there's not a viable NFL level quarterback who's competent enough to replace Kirk Cousins in the event of an alien abduction, let's say. But what if he gets the Rona? Again, knock on wood, God forbid, yada, yada, yada. But it is a realistic possibility. Like him running into one infected person at Pizza Ranch and exchanging a little bit of lung butter as you both reach for that final slice of chicken bacon carbonara. It's over. It's over, son. 14 days in quarantine. It's Manion time, baby. Again, God forbid, hopefully it doesn't happen. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, all the comments say, hey, oh, you jinxed it. Don't do that. Stop being children. Let's talk about this, right? And I don't mean to trivialize it, but again, this seriously could happen. This is definitely within the realm of possibility. And even though NFL athletes, young, healthy, are in the demographic least susceptible for severe symptoms of coronavirus, I mean, the procedures that will be put in place, the quarantines, the whatever, could eventually take players off the field. I mean, if that happened to Kirk, that's a wrap on the season. That is it. It's finito, right? Yeah, that's why it's maddening that the Vikings are taking the backup quarterback job seriously, because these are realistic things that could easily happen this year, and I don't think the Vikings are prepared for them. I just really don't, right? It's like they're waving a match at the gas depot. It's like Zoolander with the gasoline fight. That's exactly what they're doing with the QB spot, the most important position in all of team sports. Also, what about the coaches? Like, I assume that quarantine policies will be similar with coaches as players. So, again, God forbid, what if something happens to someone on the coaching staff? What if someone comes down with it? What if they have to go into quarantine? What if it's a play caller? Like, what happens with those duties? Like, what happens with trickle them? Just like, there's so many what ifs, and it's really maddening. It just really is. Like, you just watch this season, like a star player or a prominent coach will get it in season and take them off the field due to the quarantine. Guaranteed. 1,000% it's going to happen, right? So what if, what if two teams ready to meet in the Super Bowl, as if there could be 3 or 4 teams in the Super Bowl, but what if the two teams headed to the Super Bowl, then all of a sudden, a star quarterback, a star player, the head coach comes down with it. They have to be quarantined. They ostensibly have to miss the Super Bowl. Isn't that a thing? Right? It's just wow. It's just wow. Like, I think we're just barely starting to scratch the surface of how the Rona will shape this NFL season. And even though as new data comes in, as more people get tested and showing that this virus is not as deadly as it was initially sold to us to be, I mean, the procedures that the NFL would put in place, again, better safe than sorry, it is going to impact how the season gets played out. It will impact the competitive balance of the season. It will. I mean, just watch. So, sign Cam Newton or trade for Ty God. That is all. That's all I got. All right, so your thoughts. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. If you want to support the work, pull us on the Venmo. Please give us a follow on social media as well. But until next time, Skull, production value.